So these are the 6 things I check before I invest my money in any company. And I always ask myself one question: can I hold this stock for 5 years? So these are the things that help me decide. The first one is, does this company pay dividend? Do they have a track record of paying dividend consistently? Nobody say you pay dividend 1 year, another year you jackpot. And also, I like to see growth in that dividend. One way to know if a company is paying dividend is to check if they have a dividend yield. Once you see that, of course, you know that they're paying dividend. And that leads me to the next one. The company can only pay dividend if they are profitable. So I will check in the last 3 years, has the company been growing with respect to their profitability? We'll do a comparative analysis. So for example, they have 2 billion in year 2, they have 5 billion in year 3, they have 8 billion. That's a decent growth. The next one will help me decide if the company can survive if they are struggling. For example, are they liquid enough? Do they have enough cash to sustain or pay out any debt? Do they meet up their debt obligation? Nobody say that they owe, they can't run up and down. The next one is very important. I check what is left after the company have subtracted the total asset from the total liabilities. We call it equity, basically the shareholders fund. How much is left after all this? And one thing I always check is the shareholders fund growing. Every time a company make profits and they pay dividend, it's very good, but do they also retain some of that money? It's called retained earnings. So if the retained earnings is growing over time, I love that. The next one is very interesting. Before I put my money in a company, who is going to manage that money for me? The CEO is very important, and the board composition. For example, I was looking at Nokia, and their CEO from last year is someone that's stayed in the tech space for about 20 years. And Nokia is on the verge of leading the next technological advancement within the telecommunication space, and which, that gives me a little confidence. Another one is the company making any strategic move? Is the company expanding? Is the company growing? Are they also trying to go to other countries? Because when a company leave their current place of operation, they can earn in foreign currency, which is very good. Let me ask this question. Do you check some of these things when you're trying to put your money in a company? And is there anything you would advise other people to check? Also, if you're looking for a community of like-minded people that are very much interested in building wealth, well, listen, comment interested. I'll add it to our community where we actually inspire each other to be wealthy. Follow for more. Peace.